at the conclusion of his diagnosis.
Sieht so aus, als ob mich interessiert, was ihr denkt. Sieht so aus, als ob mich interessiert, was für eine Scheiße ihr denkt.
One thing you have to realize is that the Intranquil spirit is not a toy. I got a call recently from an individual, and he was talking to me about some work that he got done years ago. And let's just say it was to bring an ex back into his life. Yes, it occurred. The guy lived happily ever after. But there's only one thing about that situation that the target, one thing the client has a problem with is that the Intranquil spirit left its mark. Now, what do I mean by this? The client had got work done to force the target back to him. Let's just say the target was with someone else. So the target developed this menstrual problem where she's always bleeding. Well, let's just say years later, she still has this problem and she's living with my client. And I say this not because the client took it as a joke, but be conscientious of what you ask for. Because a lot of people, they don't think down the line. See, when you're dealing with the Intranquil spirit, you're dealing with a risky spirit because you don't know how the target's going to come back to you. The Intranquil spirit is one of those spirits that you want to reserve for someone who deserves it. Let's just say someone, I'm just saying, excuse me, don't judge me, but there's some people that are in love with an abuser. Now, if there's someone who deserves that type of treatment, the abuser needs that type of treatment. Because think about it. This person is assaulting you, putting you down. I mean, in some cases, they may even use you as insult to injury. They're abusing you and now they take from you or they take advantage of you. So I say, so you don't have regrets. Because a lot of people, they're very quick to run to summon the Intranquil spirit, but they're very, let's just say, fickle when things begin to transpire. Sometimes some people want to terminate the job that they're doing because it's too intense for them. Then there's some people that even when they terminate the job, they still have to live with the consequences. Different strokes for different folks. Now, if you can stomach the manifestation of what you desire, then by all means, do you. But for the individual that knows that they're going to have regrets, I caution you before you get yourself involved in working with the Intranquil spirit. I've had two scenarios which I'm going to share with you right now. For example, I had a client who hired me to do a Intranquil job for her in the past. On her ex, well, he was dealing with another woman. Let's just say they got into an argument and the ex pulled out a gun and shot the target in the head. He didn't die. He actually is fucked up today. And he's with the client who paid to get the original work done. I gave a story recently where I spoke of a man that was dealing with his ex. A client put the Intranquil spirit on him. The ex and the guy got into an argument. The ex pulled a pipe or whatever metal rod it was and hit the target's lover in the mouth, knocked all his teeth out. The target came back to my client, and they're together to this day. So you understand the risk that you're taking with dealing with the Intranquil spirit. I've said this in the past. They can bring the target back in a wheelchair if they want to fuck around. I've seen it in the past. I've even gave you a story about that in the past. You can go to the vintage catalog, you'll probably find it. One guy was physically abusive to the client, and one night he goes out, he goes to a party, and he gets shot, and he becomes paralyzed from the neck down. This guy would beg the client, please, can you come help me? He developed bed sores because nobody was taking care of him. By no means is this video here to discourage anyone from doing what they want to do. I'm just giving you what you need to know before you get yourself into something that you do not want to be in.